social media platforms afterwards. So today we'll be exploring the rich cultural and historical significance of ume in Japan, a fruit that is often translated into English as Japanese plum or apricot. Wakayama Prefecture is Japan's leading ume-producing region, and its ume industry is recognized by the United Nations as a globally important agricultural heritage system. Ume from Wakayama are used to make a variety of food and drinks, from pickled umeboshi to Umeshu liqueur. To explore Wakayama's ume heritage, we are delighted to have several special guests from Wakayama with us here today. First, we will hear from Washioka Keiko and Nosaka Atsushi from Wakayama Prefectural Government, who will introduce us to the region and its famous fruit. Then we will have the pleasure of hearing from key figures in Wakayama's ume industries. Ikuta Tomiya, a president of Baijuen, shares insights from his family's 100-year legacy of producing Umeboshi pickles. And Yoshida Tomohiro from Nakano, BC, discusses his company's dedication to crafting premium Umeshu using local Nanko ume from Minabae. After the talks, we'll open the floor to questions. Questions are also welcomed from our online guests who can submit questions using the Zoom question and answer function. For those of you at Japan House, you'll also have the opportunity to enjoy a tasting session featuring samples of Umeshu and Umeboshi after the talks. Unfortunately, this is not available to those of you online. So without further ado, I am pleased to introduce our first speaker, Deputy Director of the Wakayama Prefectural Government Food Promotion Division, Washioka Keiko, who will give us a brief introduction to Wakayama. Please, Washioka Keiko.
Thank you for your introduction, Simon. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Keiko Washioka from the Food Promotion Division of Wakayama Prefecture. I appreciate your attendance today and would like to thank Japan House for providing this wonderful opportunity. Today, I'll be talking about ume, Japanese plum. Everyone knows about cherry blossoms, right? Yeah, of course. But what about ume? How many of you knew what color ume blossoms are? What they smell like? We are here today to share some special information about ume, which is not yet well known in the UK. In fact, historically, ume has been just as deeply connected to, sorry. Sorry. Sorry about that. In fact, historically, ume has been just as deeply connected to Japanese people, culture, and art as cherry blossoms. We've come from Wakayama, which produces over 60% of Japan ume and is the major ume producing region. Let me introduce Wakayama Prefecture first. Wakayama Prefecture is located on the Kii Peninsula and borders the southern side of Osaka, and it is also relatively close to Kyoto. Wakayama City can be accessed by car in 40 minutes from Kansai International Airport, which is also a gateway to Japan. It is the southernmost prefecture on the main island of Honshu, and is characterized by its mild climate. This mild climate and the mineral-rich soil facing the sea are key points for ume production. Next, I will introduce famous spots in Wakayama Prefecture. First, I'll introduce you to Koyasan, a serene mountain retreat that embodies the essence of Japanese spirituality. Nestled in the lush mountains of Wakayama Prefecture, Koyasan is the birthplace of Shingon Buddhism, founded over 1,200 years ago by the revered monk Kobo Daishi. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Koyasan features over 100 stunning temples. One highlight is Kongo Buji, the head temple known for its beautiful gardens and intricate architecture. You can also stroll through Okunoin, Japanese largest cemetery, where 200,000 stone monuments create a profound atmosphere of Japan, atmosphere of reflection. A truly unique experience awaits you in Koyasan, staying overnight in temple lodging. Here, you can participate in morning prayers and enjoy traditional vegetarian cuisine called shojin ryori. The Kumano Kodo, like Mount Koya, has been a center of Japanese spiritual culture for over 1,000 years. This mystical region, located at the southern tip of the Kii Peninsula, has been revered as the dwelling place of the gods since ancient times. Registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2004, the Kumano Kodo is twinned with Spain's Camino de Santiago, recognizing its global significance. In recent years, there has been an increase in dual pilgrims who complete both routes, deepening cultural exchange between the two regions. This phenomenon reflects a growing interest in both Eastern and Western spiritual cultures. Visitors can walk around stone-paved paths surrounded by large forests and beautiful waterfalls along the way. Travelers can enjoy trekking, soak in hot springs, and savor traditional cuisine, immersing themselves in the roots of Japanese spiritual culture. Finally, I'll introduce you to the cuisine of Wakayama. Wakayama is renowned for its fruit cultivation. In addition to ume, the region is particularly known for its delicious oranges and peaches, making it a true fruit kingdom. Surrounded by the sea, Wakayama also offers an abundance of fresh seafood. Most importantly, soy sauce was first produced in Wakayama in the 13th century. I've heard that ramen is incredibly popular in the UK these days, right? Yep. Wakayama ramen, famous throughout Japan, showcasing the prefecture's soy sauce heritage. I'm sorry, I couldn't bring Wakayama ramen here. Ramen using this locally produced soy sauce has ever been ranked as the best in Japan on gourmet website. Wakayama ramen is a unique soy sauce and pork bone style served alongside sushi. This combination is unique to Wakayama ramen is in all of Japan. We encourage you to visit and experience these special features for yourself. Now, we will move on to introduce Ume, which is the theme of our event. Please enjoy what follows. Thank you so much.
Hello. Hello. I'm Atsushi Nosaka. I'm from Wakayama Prefecture as well. And I'm working on promote the export of Wakayama's product all over the world. So I'm very happy to introduce you to Wakayama's ume and product. And I appreciate Japan House for giving a great opportunity today. I hope you enjoy this event. And first of all, so what do you think about this T-shirt design? Good, right? So this is not Japan flag. Actually, so this is Umeboshi, so pickled plum. Yeah, we are very famous in the pickled plum product area.
So let's start presentation. Yep. Now let's talk about the relationship between ume and Japan. To start, what exactly is ume? Yep. This slide shows the botanical classification of ume. The ume is often translated as plum, but in fact, it is neither a plum nor apricot. Ume is ume. Yeah, right. This scientific name is ume. It's Plums mume seb et zuk. It belongs to the cherry tree genus. So this means that ume is closely related not only to plums and apricot, but also to almond and peaches. So additionally, ume is genetically very close to apricot and plums, and these three species can interbreed to produce offspring. This characteristics has resulted in the creation of many varieties of ume. Yep. We can also be classified into two types, ornamental ume and ume grown for fruit. So there are approximately 300 varieties of ornamental ume, while more than 100 varieties of fruit-bearing ume have been identified. The main charm of ornamental ume lies in its beautiful flowers. Blooming in early spring, these flowers come in a variety of colors such as white, pink, and red, almost as if announcing the arrival of spring. The delicate pale colors flower are especially charming, bringing a sense of calm to those who see them. Additionally, the flower of ornamental ume emit a subtle sweet fragrance, evoking the warmth of spring. This fragrance further enhances the enjoyment of hanami, flower viewing. So ornamental ume captivated people with its beauty and fragrance, offering a delightful way to enjoy the arrival of spring. Next. On the other hand, when it comes to ume grown for harvest, the characteristic of fruits-bearing ume vary depending on the climate and soil of each region in Japan. This diversity has led to the development of traditional varieties and cultivation methods unique to each area, further enhancing their cultivated value. So the variety of fruit-bearing ume are mainly classified by the size of fruit and the color of the flesh, and their intended use. In each region of Japan, ume varieties are cultivated to suit the local climate, and as a result, each variety has its own distinctive characteristics. From here, so I'd like to introduce the history of ume. The ume tree originally from China
has its medical benefits mentioned in the oldest Chinese medicine handbook, written in 2000 years ago. It's believed that ume was introduced to Japan's towards the end of the 3rd century, with the first mention of the word ume appearing in Japanese text in 951 AD. Initially, the fruits came to Japan in the form of ubai, which is smoked and dried green ume. So this is ubai. So these dried black fruits are still used in traditional Chinese medicine today, known for their ability to help with cough and digestion. Today, cherry blossoms, sakura, are widely recognized as a symbol of Japan. But in earlier times, ume was actually more popular than sakura. Yeah, evidence of this can be found in Japan's oldest collection of the poetry. The name is Manyoshu, compiled in the 7th century. Out of the approximately 4,500 poems in the collection, 118 are themes around ume, while only 42 focus on cherry blossoms. Yeah. It seems that the nobility of the times enjoyed viewing ume blossoms while composing poetry and dining. And it is said that this tradition was the origin of what we now call hanami, flower viewing. So, however, the popularity of ume and sakura eventually reversed. And by the time the Kokin Wakashu was compiled in 905, this is also the Japan poetry books, and there were more poems about sakura than about ume. Yep. However, even though sakura overtook ume its popularity, it doesn't mean that ume lost its appeal. During the Edo period, which lasted from the 7th to the middle 18th century, ume remained the beloved flower. As the first flower to bloom in the year, the ume, with months marking the end of the season, ume was celebrated as a herald of the coming year. Many people would visit famous ume spots to enjoy the blossoms, much like they do with cherry blossoms. At that time, there seems to be a distinction with ume being favored by experts, so like konosas, while sakura was more popular among the general people. The enthusiasm for ume viewing during the Edo period was far greater than it is today. Ume was appreciated as cut flowers, bonsai, and garden trees, and of the over 300 varieties of ornamental ume that exist, there were mainly created during this time. The ume is not only admired for its beauty, but holds a special place as a symbol of faith. In Japan, there is a Tenjin faith, which is venerated Tenjin the Defeated from the Sugawara no Michizane. The Sugawara no Michizane was a great lover of ume, which is why the ume blossom emblem became the crest of shrine dedicated to him, known as Tenmangu shrines. You might have heard of Sugawara no Michizane, as he has recently appeared in the globally popular manga, so it's Jujutsu Kaisen, you know? No? Okay, yeah. So anyway, among samurai who followed the Tenjin faith, as well as those who claim descent from Sugawara no Michizane, a family crest known as the Umemon, featuring ume as its motif, came into use. Historically, there are records of the Umemon being used as early as the 8th century, but it becomes more widespread from the 15th century onwards, when the Tenjin faith gained popularity among the samurai. The next, the ume crest motifs. The ume crest can be depicted in various shapes and styles. Yeah. One of its most distinctive features in the ume flower, which is often rendered in a simple yet elegant design. Broadly speaking, the ume crest can be classified into two types. The ume hana mon, which has more pictorial style, and the umebachi mon, so which is follows a more geometric pattern. So nobles and samurai use these crests not only as symbols on the battlefield, but also on a wide range of items such as a kimono and ceramics and so on. So it is said that there are hundreds of different varieties of ume crest. Yet today, besides their continued use as a family crest, they can also be seen in labels for ume-based products. So, for example, umeshu and so on. Yeah, there are a lot of types of umemon. So, which types do you like? Yeah, I hope you find your favorite. And I'd like to explain about aspect of food culture of ume. Yeah, ume has also played a significant role in Japan's evolving food culture. Initially, so ume was primarily used for medicine purposes after its introduction. Over time, so it becomes a regular part of the diet of the nobility and the monks, with high-ranking individuals consuming the fruit in various forms. By the 7th century, so pickled ume, the umeboshi, this is this, and which later became known as the umeboshi, was produced and used for its health benefits. Umeboshi wasn't just a food item, it was also eaten as a symbol of good fortune. And carried into the battlefield by samurai for its excellent preservation qualities and functional benefits. In the 17th century, so during the Edo period, ume becomes a staple on the common people's tables. This era also saw the creation of variety of ume products, such as candies, kanro ume, like a ume compote. So it's beloved that umeshu, which we will discuss later, also originated during this period. Yeah. As ume became more widely consumed, new ways of preparing and enjoying it were developed, enriching Japan's food culture. Yep. Do you know the name of this lunchbox style? Yep. Yeah, it is one of the simplest lunch boxes. Yeah, as you see. Yeah, featuring the red of umeboshi and white of rice. So this is called Hinomaru bento. Actually, Japan's flag is called Hinomaru. That's why. So I'd like to talk about the iconic Hinomaru bento. So the demand for ume began to rise rapidly in the 19th century, coinciding with Japan's rapid development. One reason for this was that the government at that time encouraged Hinomaru bento as a way to foster patriotism. As the Edo period came to an end and the country underwent rapid changes, factories were built and schools were established. These developments, along with the economic conditions of the time, helped to popularize Hinomaru bento. The arrival of this new era was supported by the spread of ume, particularly in the form of umeboshi. At first glance, this bento might not seem like the most appealing meal. However, interestingly, recent studies have shown that umeboshi can aid in the absorption of the calories from rice, making it beneficial for energy utilization. So I'd like to recommend that you try make a St. George's fried bento using umeboshi and rice. In any case, the Hinomaru bento continues to be loved across generations. Despite its simple appearance, just white rice topped with umeboshi, it carries a rich history of modern Japan. Yeah, finally, I'd like to talk about the wonderful world of ume food. In modern Japan, ume is an essential part of cuisine. It pairs beautifully with variety of foods, from snacks to meals. You can find ume-flavored foods like crisps, fries, dressings, gummies, and sweets. Of course, umeboshi rice bowl as a classic favorite. If you get the chance, I recommend trying the ponzu sauce. This is a green ball, so which is sold at Japan House. Yeah, if you want to try, please buy it. So this is the product of Wakayama. Yeah, Wakayama's prefecture takes a great pride in being Japan's top producer of ume. So we believe we are playing the significant role in not just Japan's food culture, but also in its ume culture. I've talked about ume in general so far, but now let's dive into the specifics of Wakayama's ume. So to give you a better idea, so we have a video to show you. So let's take a look.
The ume has been cherished by Japanese people for centuries and has been incorporated into daily diets as a healthy food. Wakayama Prefecture is located on the western side of the Kii Peninsula, Japan's largest peninsula, with about 80% of its area being mountainous. The western side of the Kii Peninsula faces the sea that stretches from the Seto Inland Sea to the Pacific Ocean, while the eastern side features the Kii mountain range running from north to south, often reaching close to the sea. Wakayama Prefecture is home to Kumano, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Kumano's origins lie in the ancient practice of nature worship, where rivers, waterfalls, and massive rocks are believed to be inhabited by deities. The main ume production areas in Wakayama are located along this historic Kumano-Kodo route. The mineral-rich strata spread across these mountainous regions. Wakayama Prefecture produces over 60% of Japan's total ume output. Umes grow efficiently on slopes, and Wakayama Prefecture's warm, rainy climate is ideal for their cultivation. The main variety, Nanko ume, was selected over 5 years from more than 35 varieties in 1955. It is characterized by its large size, thin skin, tender texture, and thick flesh, and is recognized as the representative variety of Japanese umes. Furthermore, the Minabe-Tanabe area, where ume orchards are concentrated, has established a sustainable agricultural system for future generations. Surrounding forests, cultivated with Ubamagashi oak trees used for kishu binchoton charcoal, ensure water sources and prevent landslides. Japanese honeybees inhabiting these forests assist in ume pollination, making effective use of local resources. This system was designated a globally important agricultural heritage system in 2015 and serves as an ideal model for fruit cultivation. Umes grown in Wakayama, nurtured by sunlight, sea breeze, and mineral-rich soil, are carefully harvested by hand. The ripe fruit emits a rich aroma and signals harvest time when it falls. Due to their delicate and perishable nature, the umes are quickly sorted by size and quality and then processed into various products. Wakayama ume products are distinctive in using fully ripened umes, made possible by immediate processing after harvest. Unique umes born from the unparalleled nature of Wakayama. An agricultural system passed down for over 400 years. Various products are created from these Wakayama umes. Umeboshi, a quintessential Japanese food, is made by salting fully ripened umes and drying them in the sun. While various flavors exist today, the most classic umeboshi are quite sour and salty. Classic umeboshi are also known for their excellent preservation qualities, with some over 100 years old still being edible. For Japanese people, the combination of umeboshi and rice is the most traditional. Another representative product alongside umeboshi is umeshu. Surprisingly, Wakayama Prefecture boasts over 100 brands of umeshu. Wakayama Umeshu is uniquely designated as a geographical indication, GI, by the Japanese government, a source of pride for the producers. GI, or geographical indication, is a system to protect and pass down regional production methods and techniques. Since March 2023, GI Wakayama Umeshu has been protected in the UK as well. Only fresh green umes or fully ripened umes harvested within the prefecture are used, with detailed regulations governing the color, flesh, harvesting methods, types of alcohol, and other ingredients. In this way, the passion and dedication of the producers are encapsulated in each bottle of umeshu, delivered to consumers. The cultivation of ume and Wakayama began in the early Edo period, on land steeped in a history of nature worship. The farmers here, living in harmony with nature, have lovingly nurtured their crops. Our culture of ume has been cultivated over centuries, and it is our hope that through these plums, we can connect with people around the world.
Yeah, thank you for watching this video. So as introduced in the previous video, Wakayama Prefecture is the largest producer of ume. And we take a great pride in the mission of passing down the culture of ume to future generations. Next, I'd like to introduce the cultivation methods used in Wakayama. The ume farming here has embraced sustainable agriculture, making the most of natural cycles, and this practice has been carried forward from the past to the present. Wakayama's ume farming methods have been recognized for their sustainability and have been designated as a globally important agricultural heritage system. The video will introduce these farming of techniques, so please take a look.
Ume have been cherished in
透き
Japan
通
for
った琥珀
centuries.
色、
They've
香
long
り
been a
高さ、
staple in everyday
甘さ、
diets, known for their health benefits. Located on the western side of the Kii Peninsula, Wakayama is a mountainous region with nearly 80% of its land covered in rugged terrain. It's also Japan's largest producer of ume, thanks to its ideal climate and conditions. The warm climate and mineral-rich soil of this southern region create ideal conditions for ume cultivation. In Wakayama, the primary variety grown is the Nanko ume. This large, thin-skinned ume has soft, tender flesh and a distinctive aroma, making it one of Japan's most prized varieties. Nanko ume is used to make everything from umeboshi to umeshu, jams, and juices. The heart of this ume cultivation is in the Minabe and Tanabe areas. Here, for over 400 years, ume have been grown using sustainable farming methods. These efforts were recognized by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, which designated the Minabe Tanabe ume system as a globally important agricultural heritage system. This system identifies regions worldwide that preserve traditional agriculture, along with the cultural practices, land use techniques, landscapes, and biodiversity that sustain it. In this area, a unique agricultural system has developed. It uses poor soil to grow ume while conserving the surrounding forests. These forests, in turn, provide charcoal for local industries and habitats for honeybees, crucial for ume pollination. The secret to this centuries-long success lies in two key elements. The first is the bees. Many of the ume varieties grown in Minabe and Tanabe cannot self-pollinate. This means different ume trees are planted nearby, and pollination occurs with the help of Japanese honeybees. Pollinating by hand would be impossible for the hundreds of trees, so these bees are vital partners. In early spring, when there are few other flowers, the ume blossoms provide a critical source of nectar for the bees, helping them thrive. The second key is the Umeboshi oak tree forests. The Umeboshi oak tree is so prevalent in Wakayama that it's been named the official tree of the prefecture. These forests are the unsung heroes of the mountains. In this area, there's a long-standing practice of leaving Umeboshi forests intact, rather than converting the entire mountain into ume orchards. The gravelly, sloping terrain is perfect for ume cultivation due to its excellent drainage, but the soil is shallow and prone to erosion. The Umeboshi oak tree forests prevent landslides and enhance soil fertility and water retention, supporting the farming below. The Umeboshi oak tree is also the source of high-quality Kishu bean choton charcoal. Since the 1700s, a method called selective cutting has been used. This involves leaving the thinner branches to grow into future trees, allowing the forest to regenerate sustainably. Charcoal makers have maintained these forests in a healthy state, ensuring their continued use for generations. Thanks to these forests, not just the ume farmers but everyone involved in mountain agriculture can sustain their livelihoods. The harmonious relationship between ume and Umeboshi oak tree has shaped the unique landscape of this area. It's a testament to the sustainable farming methods passed down through the years. Though some ume farming now takes place on flatlands to stabilize agriculture, most of the cultivation still happens on the mountain slopes. Despite the poor soil, local farmers have worked together, innovating ways to make a living from the land. Their culture of coexisting with nature, reaping its rewards responsibly, has been passed down through the generations. The Minabe Tanabe ume system will continue to evolve, preserving this unique way of life for the future.
To dive into the wonderful world of ume products, so brought to us by two long-standing businesses from Wakayama Prefecture, each with over century of history. First, we will hear from Mr. Ikuta of Baijuen, a renowned name in the world of Umeboshi. He will share some insights about these delicious pickled plums, Umeboshi. Following that, so Mr. Yoshida from Nakano, BC, which also produces sake, will enlighten us on the delightful umeshu. So sit back, please enjoy. So please, Mr. Ikuta, come up.
Hello everyone. My name is Tomiya Ikuta. So I'm from Wakayama Prefecture. ごめんなさい。I'm sorry. I can't speak English very well. So ここからは日本語で喋りますね。すみません。 最初に T シャツの話しようと思ってたんですけど、彼が先してしまったんで、ちょっと喋ることがなくなっちゃったんで、すいません。
I wanted to talk about my T-shirt, but he's already done it. So yeah, I've got nothing to say about it.
日本の Amazon で2000円で買えます。
You can buy it on Amazon.jp, and that's 2,000 yen, by the way.
送料無料。
Free delivery.
はい、最初にちょっと僕の自己紹介させていただきます。
Right, let me introduce myself.
もっと喋ってもいい？OK。僕は100年以上続く、日本の、伝統的な食べ物、梅干しを作る会社の社長をしています。
So I'm a director of Ume Producer, and my company has been going on for over 100 years.
昔、20年前、僕が大学卒業した後に、4年間海外を放浪してました。
About 20 years ago, after graduation, after I graduated from my university, I traveled around the world for about 4 years.
で、実はその時にロンドンも来ました。
And I came to London then.
印象的な思い出は、1週間の間に、2回女の子に振られました。
The most memorable thing is that I had my heart broken twice in a week.
その時以来ですね。はい。
So yeah, this is 初めてここに。Yeah, this is my first time to come back to London since.
ありがとうございます。Thank you. で、旅をしている途中に、自分が旅している国の何に惹かれてるのかとか、を考えていると、やっぱり伝統的な文化に触れることが一番楽しくて旅をしていることに気づきました。
So while I was traveling, I was thinking what exactly it is that attract me to a particular area, country, and I did realize that it's the culture and tradition of each country.
で、その答えが分かったときに、じゃあ今度は僕に何があるんだろうって、僕がどんな文化を背負ってるんだろうっていうことを考え始めて、その時初めて、僕には梅干しがあるって気づきました。
So I was trying to think of the answer to my own question. So what can I do? What is my heritage, my culture? And then I thought, yes, it's ume for me.
はい。それから実家に帰って、今は、自分の町の伝統的な、お祭り、伝統的なカルチャーに、貢献できるように、あと100年、これから100年の梅産業を守るために取り組んでいます。
So I went back and I've been involved in local festivals, culture deeply, and also I want to protect this heritage of ume for the next 100 years.
会社の話も少しさせていただきます。
Let me talk about my company a little.
こうしたい。これ全部。バイジュ園は、私の会社バイジュ園って言います。和歌山県のみなべ町っていうところにある100年続く梅干し屋です。
So my company is called Baijuen. It's in Minabe-cho in Wakayama Prefecture.
梅干しを使った、味、なんて言うんだろう、調味梅、味付け梅の、種類の一つのかつお梅っていうのをうちの親父、先代が開発しました。
So my company has been making umeboshi for over 100 years, and we are known as a producer of flavored ume. And my father invented katsuo ume.
あと、これ日本でも知ってる人少ないんですけど、日本の焼酎っていうお酒のお湯割りに梅干しを入れたのがうちの親父が初めてです。
And also, he is the first person to put umeboshi in shochu with hot water.
日本に行ったらぜひ飲んでみてください。
Yeah, please try when you come over to Japan.
あれすいませんはい、では、少し梅干しのことについて説明させていただきます。僕は日本人が梅干しを、好んで食べる理由が2つあると思っています。
So let me talk about umeboshi a little bit more. I think there are two reasons why Japanese people like to eat umeboshi.
で、一つは、伝統的に受け継がれる、伝統食としての美味しさ。
It is a traditional food and that people loved over the years.
そして、健康効果、健康機能です。
And also, it is a healthy food.
野坂さんにちょっと来てもらっていいですか。行きました。で、ここでは梅干しの優れた機能について紹介させていただきたいと思います。さまざまな効果がありますが、ここではちょっと簡単に紹介させていただきます。
Let me talk about how healthy umeboshi is.
一つ目は抗酸化作用に優れています。梅には固有のポリフェノールが多く含まれていて、それらは抗酸化作用があり、細胞や組織が酸化するのを防ぎます。また、ウイルスや菌の増殖を抑制する効果もあります。
So it is a great antioxidant, and it has got polyphenol. Ume has got polyphenol, and it has got antioxidant effect, and it will stop the acidity of cells, and also, stop growing bacteria and viruses.
次に消化をサポートします。梅に含まれるリンゴ酸やクエン酸の、有機酸が、腸の活動を助けます。
It is a great support for your digestive system and immune system. And it has got malic acid and citric acid. It is rich in these acids, and they are great aid to digestion.
次に免疫力を高めます。梅にはフラボノイド、クエン酸が多く含まれており、免疫系を強化し、病気に対する抵抗力を高めます。
And it's a great support to your immune system. It contains flavonoid and citric acid. It's really rich in these agents, and it will support your immune system and prevent illnesses. So they say that it can prevent illnesses.
次に疲労回復に効果があります。梅にはクエン酸が多く含まれており、クエン酸は疲労回復にとても効果があります。
And it's a great support to recovery. Again, the citric acid is a great support for your body's recovery system.
次にデトックス効果があります。これは成分に有機酸が含まれており、これらが体内の不要な物質を排出するのに役立ちます。
It's got great detox effect as well. It contains great organic acids, and again, that supports your detox system, eliminating waste from your body.
この後、梅干しを試食していただくのでわかると思いますが、梅干しはとても酸っぱい食べ物です。この酸っぱさの元となるのが、梅の有機酸に由来するものです。
So you're going to try umeboshi later, but let me warn you, it's very sour. And the reason why it is sour is because of these great effects.
19世紀の終わりにコレラ、赤痢などが流行った際には、梅干しの抗菌性がこれらに効果があるとのことで、梅干しの需要が高まりました。
In the late 19th century, cholera and dysentery were right in Japan, and umeboshi was used for a preventative medicine.
また、インフルエンザやコロナに対しても、梅干しが菌の増殖を抑えるといった研究結果もあります。
Also, there's a research result to say that it's good for flu or COVID.
これらの研究の前からも、梅干しを弁当に入れると弁当が腐りにくくなるのはよく知られていました。
It's a commonly known thing to put umeboshi in your bento box that would prevent from your bento to get spoiled.
そういった意味で梅干しは日本のスーパーフードでもあると言えます。
So I believe umeboshi can be a great superfood in Japan.
ごめんなさい、今僕ロンドンに着いてから痛風になっちゃったんですよ。
And I got gout. Actually, I got it. I got this attack in London.
で、多分 maybe パブのビールが美味しすぎたからだと思うんです。
And I just blamed the great beer in the pubs I went to.
で、ごめんなさい、梅干し何にでも効くみたいに言ってますけど、僕は2つ効かないもの知ってます。
And I said, you know, umeboshi is a great super. Gout and the heartbreak that I suffered 20 years ago.
はい、ありがとうございます。
Thanks for your sympathy.
次は梅干しができるまでをちょっと説明させていただきます。
And let me just talk about the process of umeboshi making.
収穫6月に行います。梅干しは完熟した梅の実を使用します。梅は完熟すると、木から自然に落下し、畑一面に青いネットを敷いて落下した梅を受け止めます。
So umeboshi, ume is harvested in June, and for umeboshi we use fully ripe fruits. So when umeboshi, ume is ripe, and they fall from the tree naturally. So we've got the blue net you can see on the screen to catch these fruits.
で、収穫時期は20日間ほど毎日休まず、このような作業を、1日多分12時間ぐらいします。
The harvesting period is 20 days. So we work 7 days a week and about up to 12 hours a day.
みなべ町の農家さんの平均年齢が今73歳になってます。
The average age of farmers in Minabe is 73 years old.
で、これすごくフラットに見えますけど、フラットなんですけど、本当はこれぐらいの傾斜の畑で梅を拾ったり、他の仕事をしたりするんですね。
It looks quite flat on the screen, but actually the orchard is in a really steep hill about that kind of angle that I just showed you.
で、80歳のおじいちゃんがこの傾斜でこうやって剪定作業ってハサミ使って枝切るんです。
So 80-year-old farmers are pruning ume trees using scissors like that.
で、80歳のおばあちゃんがその切った枝をこの傾斜で拾う。
And women of again aged 80, they are picking up umes on the slope.
で、それ本当に大変で、今後継者がいないっていう深刻な問題が起こっています。
So it really is a hard work, and shortage of labor, shortage of younger worker is a serious problem in the area.
で、ごめんなさい。収穫した梅は洗浄します。収穫された梅はたっぷりの流水で洗い流され、梅のサイズごとの6種類の穴が開いた選果機というもので、サイズごとに選別されます。
So next stage is washing and sorting. So the ume are sorted by size using a sorting machine with 6 different sized holes for each size of ume.
で、その後に、塩漬け工程に入ります。梅は塩と交互に重ねられ塩漬けにされます。その塩漬けの工程によって水分が抜け、味が凝縮されるとともに保存性を高めます。
So the pickling salting process is next. So we make layers of ume and salt and pickle for a while. And with that, the liquid will be reduced from the volume, and that will concentrate the flavor.
その時に、塩によって出てくる梅のエキスが梅酢と呼ばれ、調味料としてもたくさん使用されます。
The juice that comes from this pickling process is called umezu, and you can use it as a flavoring.
で、4番ですね。下の方。塩漬けにした梅は、晴れた日に3日から4日ぐらい干します。
Next is sun drying. We dry in the sun for 3 days.
梅干しの干しは干すという日本語から来ていて、梅は干すことで保存性が高まるため、長い期間食べられるようになります。
So umeboshi, boshi of this word umeboshi is drying in Japanese. And drying increases its preservation, so they can be eaten for a longer period of time.
普通は1年ぐらい、半年から1年ぐらい保存して、加工されていきますが、これ、
We keep about 6 months up to a year.
これ食べられます、これまだ。野坂さん、これ何年でしたっけ？これ100年。
And you can actually preserve for 100 years.
これめちゃくちゃ高いんで、皆さんの分はありません。
It is edible, but very expensive, so I'm really sorry you can't try this.
保存性が高まる理由は乾燥によって水分が減り、腐敗の原因となる菌が繁殖しにくくなるからです。
So that the reason for that longer preservation is that drying process reduces the water content, making it more difficult for the bacteria that cause spoilage to multiply.
また天日干しにして太陽光を当てるとクエン酸が濃縮されて、腐敗の原因となる菌を死滅させる効果も期待できます。
And also that process can concentrate citric acid. Again, that could work as a preservative.
長期保存しておきたい場合、直射日光に当てることが梅干しの作り方で重要なポイントです。
So if you want to keep your umeboshi for longer, direct sunlight is the key. はい、で、最後の工程です。天日干しを経た梅は、いよいよ最終工程に入ります。大きく分けて、そのまま食べるで、味を加えるの2パターンに分かれます。 So this is the final process. You can use it, eat it as is, or we can add flavors to the umeboshi.
まず最もクラシカルなのは、これ以上何も加えずそのまま食べるという方法です。
The most traditional and classical way is as is, so you can eat it actually as is.
この梅干しは白干しと呼ばれ、酸味と塩味がかなり強いものになります。
We call this umeboshi shiraboshi, and it's very sour and very salty.
一般的な日本人は梅干しと聞くとこの味を思い出し唾液が出ます。
Most Japanese people, when they hear the word umeboshi, we tend to think about this type of umeboshi, and we've got salivate.
コロナの時に日本で PCR 検査をしなきゃいけなくって唾液を出す必要があったんです。でその時にお医者さんはレモンの写真ともう一個梅干しの写真を置いてました。みんな唾液が出るからたくさん。
So when you had to do a PCR test during the COVID, during the pandemic, the doctors had a picture of a lemon, and a picture of umeboshi, so that people can salivate by the look of these fruits.
はいその白干しは、多くのミネラルを含むので、最近では熱中症対策として食べられます。
So shiraboshi is yeah, so shiraboshi contains a lot of minerals, and people use it to prevent the heat stroke during the hot summer in Japan.
次に調味梅です。
And flavored ume.
梅はさまざまな食べ物と相性が良く、塩分を調整した後に味を加えます。
Ume goes with various food, so we adjust the salt and then add flavor.
当社の先代が発明したのもこの、梅の一つで、ごめんなさい、ちょっと待ってください。
So my father invented
What is
this
this?
style of ume, katsuo ume.
そうはい。それ以外だと、当社で言うとアマチュアズル梅っていう、ハーブとつけた、梅干しを、作っています。
And he also created amachazuru, which is a mixture of umeboshi and herbs.
アマチュアズルっていうのは、少しの甘みと、あと、朝鮮人参と同じサポニンっていう成分がたくさん入ってて、最近ではアダプトゲンハーブの一つとして効果が、脚光を浴びています。
Amachazuru has slight sweetness in it, and it has got the same agent as ginseng called saponin, and it's known as an adaptogen herb.
かつお梅以外で一般的なものは、少し、シンプルに塩分を減らして減塩したもの、あとしそ漬け梅、あと蜂蜜梅、あと昆布の味をつけた昆布梅などがあります。
Also very popular along with katsuo ume is a very simple reduced salt version, and shiso flavored umeboshi and honey flavored umeboshi, and also sea kelp kombu flavored umeboshi.
以上が、一般的な梅干しの種類ですが、僕らの産地では、みんな試行錯誤しながら、それぞれの会社でそれぞれの味を作っています。
So in our area, many producers are making various versions, various types of umeboshi with different flavors.
僕たちの地域、みなべ、田辺地域、南高梅は和歌山県でしか取れませんが、その2つの地域の中でだいたい300社会社があるって言われています。
So in our area, Minabe and Tanabe, we call Nanko Ume is what we produce. They say that there are over 300 companies, producers making umeboshi.
でも農家さんの平均年齢73歳なんです。
An average age of 73
これ
years
ちょ
old.
っと大きな問題ですね。
So there is a huge problem.
この後僕が持ってきた梅干しも食べれると思うので、僕が持ってきたのは本当にトラディショナルな白干しで、しかも、3年間保存したものです。少し、塩がまろやかになって酸味の、もう少し、軽減されているかと思います。
So what I brought here, my umeboshi is a traditional style shiraboshi. It's 3 years old. So it's slightly less salty probably and mild in acidity.
さっき言いました。あれ、はい。最後に梅干しの楽しみ方について紹介します。先ほども紹介したように梅干しはさまざまな食材とマッチします。他にも最もオーソドックスなのはお米と合わせることですが、食卓において好みに合わせてお米と食べたり、弁当に入れたり、料理に合わせたりします。
So how to enjoy umeboshi? As I said earlier, umeboshi goes well with different food. The traditional style is umeboshi gohan. You eat with rice.
On the rice ね。On the rice.
On the rice. And obviously you can put it in your bento box and it works as a preservative.
ちなみに僕の会社の梅干し好きの従業員は目をつぶって梅干しを食べるんです。梅干しのすべてを感じたいそうです、彼は。
The employees in my company who really love umeboshi, they love eating umeboshi with their eyes closed so that they can experience the wonderful sensation of eating umeboshi.
他には飲み物に入れるという楽しみ方があります。古くから、お茶やお湯に入れて、 お茶やお湯に梅を入れて飲んだり、面白い飲み方にはさっき紹介した、焼酎のお湯割りに梅を入れるっていう方法があります。
And you can add umeboshi in your drinks. People have drunk umeboshi tea and also put umeboshi in hot water over the years. And as I said earlier, you can put umeboshi in shochu, Japanese spirit.
今、日本の、若い世代で梅干しをお湯に入れる飲み方がすごく流行ってて、白湯に入れるっていうんですけど、沸騰させてで50度ぐらいまで冷ました、お湯のことを白湯っていうんですけど、そこに梅干しを入れて飲んでて、でごめんなさい、喋ってもいいですか。有名なモデルさんが SNS でそれを紹介したらもう爆発的に流行って、でもう一つがそこまで訳してもらう。
Right. The younger generation, it's really amongst younger generation, it's really popular to drink warm water and umeboshi. We call it sayu and umeboshi. So you boil water and wait until cool down to about 50 degrees, and then put umeboshi in it and drink. And this famous fashion model put it on her social media, and it just buzzed a lot.
はい、あとこれもめちゃくちゃ流行ってて、
This is also very popular.
僕ら梅流しって呼んでます。
We call the ume nagashi.
で、梅と大根を一緒に炊くんですね。ものすごい量。
So you cook daikon and ume together.
で、それだけなんです。それをひたすら食べると、腸の中のものが全部排出される。
That's all you do. You cook ume and daikon and you just eat it. And it has got great detox effect. You can eliminate all the toxins from your gut.
普通は断食の後に。
So people eat this after your fasting.
本当にすごいです。これすごい。
It's amazing, really.
それ以外にも、ドレッシングや料理に使用したり、調理の時に魚の匂いを消す、調味料のような代わりにしたりもします。
You can use as a dressing, condiment, and you can use for fish food to eliminate the fishy smell.
のとこかな。あと、そうだ。日本に行くとコンビニエンスストアにたくさん日本のお菓子が売られてるんですけども、ポテトチップスとかってこっちの人分かるんですよね。ポテトチップスとかで、夏になると必ず梅フレーバーのお菓子がたくさん並びます。
When you go to a convenience store in Japan, you see loads of snacks and sweets, and we've got ume flavored crisps. And during summer, ume flavor gets really popular. So there are so many sweets and snacks with ume flavor.
それぐらい日本人は梅干しを本当に愛してます。
So umeboshi, we all love umeboshi in Japan. It's a part of our culture.
でさっきなんかごめんなさい、野坂さんが言ったように日本の日の丸の中心はあれ梅干しなんで、はい、覚えておいてください。
As Nosaka said earlier, it's umeboshi that we've got in our flag.
すみません、早く終われっていうことなんで、僕梅干しの話すると2時間ぐらい喋れるから、今日はここで終わります。
Right, sorry, I just got told off, and I can actually go on for another 2 hours if I may. But yes, thanks very much.
ありがとうございます。Thank you very much. ごめんなさい。
I'm just going to interject here, as I know that we're running a little bit over time. We won't do the question and answer session, just so that you know, and we've extended the period. So those of you who are here in the hall, you'll be able to have your umeboshi and your umeshu. So please don't worry, do stay for the end. We will introduce now our last speaker, who will speak for about 10 minutes, and that's Yoshida Tomohiro. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Hello. My name is Yoshida from Nakano, BC, and everybody, thank you for coming to the birthday event. Today, October 12th, is the 36th birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. I'm glad to celebrate my birthday in London, and after the presentation, I can do the kanpai with my Umeshu. Yes. Anyway, our company has been around since 1932, and this year we are proud to celebrate our 92nd anniversary. Over the years, we've grown to become the top brewery in Wakayama, always prioritizing quality. Our 10% of our team works in the research and development, continually pushing to create the better product. Today, I'd like to focus on one of our specialties, the Umeshu or plum wine, and share what makes our Umeshu so special. In the world of the Japanese sake, the person overseeing production is called the toji. Our toji is now in his fourth generation, continuing a tradition that's been passed down for decades. We've been making umeshu for over 40 years and now offer more than 30 varieties. Through generation of scale and innovation, we've refined our techniques to craft the best possible umeshu. How to make the umeshu? Each year, from the early June to mid-July, ume are delivered to our factory every day. Depending on the weather, we receive from the 5 to 20 tons of ume during this season. We use these fresh ones immediately to create our product. The process is simple, but requires care. We combine ume, sugar, and alcohol, and let them steep for 6 months. During that time, we occasionally stir the mixture to ensure even extraction of the ume's flavors. And then, after 6 months, we remove them and continue aging the umeshu for under 6 months to a year. And at that season, our employees engaged in the making of umeshu. Even my president also participated in the making of the umeshu. And there are 3 key factors that ensure the quality of our umeshu. The first, we use only the freshness, high-quality green ume. Second, our gentle pumping system ensures the ume aren't damaged during the extraction process. Third, we apply a unique aging method refined through years of experience. The ingredients of umeshu are simple, just ume, sugar, and alcohol, which means the quality of the ume is critical. We use only fresh non-core ume, sourced locally from the Wakayama Prefecture. By processing them, to prevent the bitterness or improper extraction from damaged ume. We use a specialized tank and pumps and steers gently from the side. Our soaking method is similar to the process used in the sake brewing. We apply our sake brewing techniques to the production of umeshu, allowing us to extract the essence up to 7 times more efficiently compared to the traditional umeshu making process. Umeshu has a delightful balance of sweetness, akin to noble red wine, and the refreshing sourness of ume, with an alcohol content ranging from the 12 to 20%. It can be enjoyed in the various ways, such as on the rock, the mix with soda, or even with hot water during in the winter season. Today, we are showcasing two of our top Umeshu varieties, selected from the over the 30 different kinds. Please visit our table and taste these exceptional Umeshu and experience the best of what we offer. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoy learning about our products as much as we enjoy making them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. As I mentioned, we will skip the formal question and answer session here. That means that those of you in the room will have an opportunity to speak to our guests from Wakayama. And those of you online as well, if you have put in a question, we'll answer those by email to you directly. So thank you very much for putting that through. Thank you very much to our speakers from Wakayama. Thank you very much to Washioka Keiko, to Nosaka Atsushi, to Ikuta Tomiya and his passion for Umeboshi, and also to Yoshida Tomohiro. Thank you very much indeed. I'd also like to thank JNTO, the Japan National Tourism Organization, and our interpreter, Etsuzen Kozue. Thank you very much indeed for that. If you'd like to listen to today's talk again, it will be uploaded online and archived on Japan House's YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and X platforms. And just to go through, we have tomorrow a workshop of making Umeshu liqueur with Wakayama Ume. Unfortunately, I think it is already fully booked. So those of you who've been lucky enough to be able to do that tomorrow, congratulations. We look forward to it very much indeed. And also we have the exhibition, Looks Delicious. Please do take a visit to our gallery. We have 47 prefectures also noted in the specialities from all over Japan. And of course, that representing Wakayama is Ume. Please do go and have a look. Thank you very much indeed. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you.